Good afternoon. I am Courtney Chase with Highlands Physicians, and I am asking Greg Perdue some questions. He is the Kingsport Market President at First Horizon Bank. So, Greg, as a leader in the financial sector, how do you see HPI's collaboration with the Blue Zone Initiative impacting the health and productivity of your employees and the community in the Kingsport area?
Well, the nice thing about the Blue Zone is it's a holistic approach to health, right? So when people think of health, as we've seen today in the panelists, they're thinking about nutrition or exercise. But what we see from the Blue Zone is that it's really holistic. And statistics will tell you that financial stress is the number one stress for most individuals at work. A significant, depending on your study, either one in five or 1 in 2 employees admits to being distracted at work, which impacts productivity, it impacts employee bottom lines, and it impacts the health of a community. And so there's really a close integration between financial health and overall health and well-being.
Okay, thank you for that. Those are interesting statistics. What role can financial institutions like First Horizon Bank play in promoting a community-wide wellness and supporting the adoption of a healthier Tennessee principle within the business landscape?
So the nice thing about financial institutions is we're involved with all of the areas of the economy, whether that's the consumer, the business, the commercial, or the corporate. And so we've got links and ties to all elements of a local economy. And so our ability to get behind and support initiatives like the Blue Zone gets awareness to industries all across the community to see the work that's being done to promote overall health and wellness. And so I think it's critical that you do have financial partners, because not only can we help with networking and getting the message out to the community, but we're also the engine that helps fuel economic growth and sort of financial connections. And so obviously any initiative like Blue Zone needs supporters and sponsors, right? And so making some of those connections, I think, is a key way that financial institutions can help sort of move the Blue Zone initiative forward.
Okay, thank you. How can you leverage your bank's resources and your partnerships to encourage healthier lifestyles among both your employees and local residents in our area?
Well, we're doing that right now, right, by sponsoring the Healthy Tennessee Summit. That's one way. The other is just to make sure that our employees are aware of the need for financial wellness in the community, which we very much are. We're very active in our financial wellness efforts at First Horizon in all the communities in which we operate, because it's very obvious that financial wellness and financial stress are tied to overall health outcomes. We'll talk about that a little bit in the conference, but whether it's mental health, physical health, or obviously financial health, they're all tied to financial stress. And so I think that's a way we can help our employees and our community.
Okay, great. One more question. How do you envision banks and businesses working together with our local governments and also our independent physicians to create a culture of wellness, not only in East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, but beyond that?
So the nice thing about banks and then the medical field is they're both highly regulated. And so we're used to working in an environment that has very much involvement with government regulation and government regulators. And so having that similar background, we're used to having to work through and with government to get things accomplished. And so I think that's a nice partnership between our two industries. And so obviously we are a large regional bank in the Southeast. We're in 12 states. And so we've got connections all over the Southeast so that it's not just a local effort, but it can even expand beyond.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you so much for your time once again. This is Greg Perdue. He is the Kingsport Market President of First Horizon Bank, and he has been working in the financial services industry since 1999. Thank you so much for your support for our first annual Healthy Tennessee Summit, and we really appreciate you being here.
Thank you. You're more than welcome. Thank you.